Welcome! In this Ignitia tutorial, we'll explore how to customize the pass threshold and assignment weight settings at both the student and the course enrollment levels. Before we begin, please note, you must have the change grading, pacing, and assessments permission to make any changes to these settings. Please check with your site administrator to see if you have this permission. In Ignitia, customizing the thresholds and weighting can be done with a simple click of the mouse. First, we'll look at the student level. We'll begin in the Students tab. Search for and select the student whose settings you'd like to change. Click the Edit button from the Controls column on the right-hand side of the student's name. This opens the Edit Student window. Please be aware that any changes made on this form will be applied to all of the student's courses. Let's scroll down to the Personalized Grading and Pacing section. The settings that exist here were put in place when the student's profile was created. If changes are needed, place a check mark in the Personalized Grading and Pacing box to activate the fields below. Now you can simply place your cursor in a field and change the settings to allow for higher or lower pass thresholds, more or fewer maximum allowed attempts, and to activate or deactivate blocked progress for lessons, quizzes, and tests. Scrolling down further on the page, the next section contains the Flex CRX and Flex Skipped options. You can find more information about Flex options on Ignitia's support site at aopschools.com. If you want these options to apply to this student, place a check mark in the box. If not, uncheck the box. Next, you will see the Personalized Weights section. To make changes to each category's percentage of the overall score, place a check mark in the Personalized Weights box and the fields below will become active. These settings represent percentages and can be any number that you choose as long as they add up to 100%. For the remaining options, the process is simple. If you would like the student to have the permission, check the box. If you don't want the student to have the permission, uncheck the box. You can find out more information about permissions on Ignitia's support site at aopschools.com. If you see anything on this form that says disabled, it means the setting or feature has been turned off at the administration level and it cannot be adjusted. Contact the administrator of your Ignitia site if you have questions. When you are finished, be sure to save the changes at the bottom of the form. Now we'll take a look at how to modify the threshold and weighting settings at the course enrollment level. Changes made to enrollment settings will only be applied to that course. From the Gradebook tab, search for and select a student. In the Actions column on the right, you have the option to edit each course. Choose Edit from the drop-down menu to open the Enrollment Settings window. As a reminder, any changes you make here will only apply to this course. The other enrollments for this student will not be affected. If you need to personalize the student's pass thresholds, number of attempts on assignments, progress blocking, or flex options, first click the Yes button next to Personalized Grading and Pacing. This will activate each field and allow you to make changes. If you need to adjust the assignment weighting for this course, click the Yes button next to Personalized Weights and then make any needed changes. If you would like to change the status of monitored assessments, click the Yes button next to Personalized Monitored Assessments and then activate or deactivate the monitoring as needed. You can also activate or deactivate the writer options and block or unblock term end progress if needed. When you are finished, be sure to click Save Settings at the bottom of the page. The new settings will take effect immediately, but can be adjusted again at any time. If you have further questions or would like more information, please contact technical support at 800-735-4193 and select option 1. Thank you for viewing this Ignitia tutorial.